We listen. And we remember. The past is already written.
Hello and welcome to this special GamesRadar video about Game of Thrones Season 6. I'm Executive Editor Andy Hartup and I'm joined by Will Salmon, who is the news editor on SFX magazine.
Hello.
So, we're here to discuss the big topic that everyone is talking about. Is Jon Snow dead?
Of course he's bloody not.
Of course he isn't. We have a list of 7 reasons why he definitely isn't dead, and 3 reasons why actually he might be dead. So we'll kick things off with the really, really obvious one, Will, which is that Kit Harington has literally been seen on the set of Game of Thrones Season 6 with his Jon Snow hair.
You can't really argue with that one, can you?
No.
But, you know, it's a fantasy show. There's wrinkles that could get around that. You know, it could well be a flashback. It could be as simple as that. There might be something more to it, but it might be that mundane.
Yeah. I don't see there being a need for any sort of flashbacks with Jon Snow, because his time, unless you're going back to talk about his lineage, which we'll cover in a little bit later, but I can't see any reason for it.
It's been pretty well documented over the last 5 series, so yeah, I won't lie, seems fairly conclusive.
The second point is that Melisandre just happens to be at the wall, and we know from the TV show to a lesser extent and the books that fire priestesses or fire priests have the ability to bring people back from the dead, such as the one does with Beric Dondarrion.
That's right, yeah, very conveniently established that. Yeah, but I think that is the most likely explanation for how they're going to get around it. All the pieces have been moved into place after, Stannis' apparent death. She's obviously got a bigger part to play in this story.
Yeah, and she has been back and filming, so she's got to do something, right?
Right. Yeah,
okay. Point number 3. It's a bit more of a soft point, but he's a fan favourite. He really, really is a fan favourite.
Yeah.
And the show desperately needs some heroes, because at the end of season 5, there's so few people left to actually cheer for, isn't there?
That's right. I mean, even people like Arya, who we've been totally sympathetic to all the way through, is now, on this path to darkness. Tyrion's not the force he was. That said, that's very George R.R. Martin, There's every chance that he might want to drive home that this isn't a world where clean-cut heroes get on, where they win. So who knows? Maybe
he's been doing that for for however many books now. But it was 5 seasons.
Yeah, true.
Number 4, I think the creators are protesting far, far too hard. The creators and the cast.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the sensible thing for them to do in this situation was just to adopt a wait and see approach. But no, they're all very keen to stress he's dead. Is what I think Nikolai Coster-Waldau said recently.
And also Natalie Dormer, who was speaking about it, she plays Marjorie Tyrell, said Jon Snow's dead right now.
Yes.
I mean, no one has come out and said Jon Snow is dead and he's staying dead forever. They've just sort of said, well, yeah, he's dead, and sort of left it hanging in the air.
It's very telling, isn't it?
It is very telling. Point number 5, the wall is going to be a big flashpoint for this season, isn't it? Because the way it's all set up, the others, the White Walkers now, they're so close to it. All the wildlings are on the other side. It's going to be such a big focus, and you've got to have a strong leader at the wall.
Absolutely. No, it has to be. They've built this up for so many years, and now after Hardhome in the last series, the White Walkers are finally making their move. The ice part of the Song of Ice and Fire is finally coming to the fore, and it's not going to be Samwell, bless him, leading the charge, is it?
No. Right, number 6, bit of a left field one, this. Apparently, according to a lot of fan sites, we can see Longclaw's pommel in one of the promo images. Now, I'll caveat that by saying Longclaw's pommel is white. It's like a white head. Mm-hmm. And the image in question is full of snow. There are loads of big flakes of snow in it. So, depending on what you see, it could be just a massive flake of snow. Yeah. But then again, it could have just gone through by accident.
Sure, I think this one's a little tenuous myself, just because it's a publicity image. I can't imagine that they've put that much thought into seeding these clues, but maybe they have. Who knows? Maybe they're going to surprise us. But I think that one's a bit of a stretch. myself.
Everyone thinks it's a big sort of clanger by whoever released the press images. We will wait and see. And of course, it could be someone else carrying his sword. I mean, you wouldn't leave a Valerian Seal sword hanging around, would you?
No,
Someone
they're pretty
would pick it
nice.
up. Yeah. So the last point, that the question of Jon Snow's lineage, it really hasn't been answered, and it's something that the show and the books have left wide open.
Yeah, I mean, that one would seem to be too big an area to just leave as a mystery. You know, it's fine to have loose ends in a show like this and sort of intriguing mysteries, but this is a massive one, and they've got to address that at some point.
Now, hot rumor, we will discuss this probably in more detail in another Game of Thrones video. Hot rumor suggests that maybe Rhaegar Targaryen is his father, and it's not Ned Stark after all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one I think that's one for maybe discussion during or after season 6. Now we'll quickly rattle through 3 reasons why he probably is actually dead, just to contradict
He's
ourselves. So everyone sort of says he's dead, and maybe they're not lying. maybe it's the case that we're just hearing what we want to hear. We're inserting the blank pauses in behind it.
Because we miss his luscious locks so much.
Exactly, yeah. And maybe
Okay.
we know nothing. Number 2, he does appear in the teaser trailer in the Hall of Faces, which is full of people who are characters who are literally dead in the show. But so does Tyrion, and Tyrion is not dead.
That we know of.
That we know of. Well, that would be a shock. And number 3, he's literally dead. Like, you can't be stabbed that many times and live. So maybe they're just going to leave him dead.
Could be.
They have that option to just leave him dead. Maybe if he came back and filmed season 6, they thought, this isn't working. This isn't working. He's rubbish. We don't want these scenes. It's all right. He's dead. We could just leave him that way.
Just let it rot. But no, well, we've got the Fire Priestess on our side as we've already established. So he may well actually be properly dead, but I can't imagine he's going to stay that way for long.
No. Someone with so much fan power, unlikely to stay dead. All right, thanks very much, Will. Thanks for checking out this video. If you want more Game of Thrones coverage, come to GamesRadar.com. We've got loads of it there for you.